shaky right now. I apologize. I'm driving down from Idaho. But I want to make a video right now just on some thoughts I've had. So, I recently finished the book Atomic Habits, and it was a great book. One of my favorites of all time. Especially best self-improvement book I've ever read. Read it, Atomic Habits. It's great. Not a long book. Read it for 10 minutes every day. You'll finish it soon. Awesome. I just want to share one quick thought from this book and my new plan for this YouTube channel. So, thought from this book, I don't remember what chapter it's in, but James Clear writes about a professor. So this is a real professor in a true story. He's a professor of photography. So he's teaching a photography class and decides to do something a little bit different this one particular year with this one particular class. So on the first day of class, he divides his class in half. And he takes the first half and he tells them, you guys are going to be graded purely off the quantity of photos that you take. So if you take 100 photos, you will get a 100% in the class. If you take 50 photos, you will get 50% in the class. Does not matter how good they are, does not matter the quality of the photos or what they're pictures of, you will be graded purely on the quantity of photos that you take. Okay? Interesting. Now, the second half, he takes them and he says, you guys are going to be graded purely on the quality of a single photo that you take throughout the entire class. You only need to take one photo. And if it's 100% quality, you get 100%. If it's a 50% quality, you get a 50% in the class. So, very interesting, experiment he's doing here. Now, I want you guys to try to think, what do you think the results were of this class, right? Well, I thought it was pretty interesting, actually. He comes back, and at the end of the semester, he says, all of the highest quality photos in this class, they all came out of the quantity group. The group that was graded purely on quantity, not quality. All of the highest quality photos, the best photos, came out of that group, which is really interesting and teaches a very important point. And this is like an idea that I think I've followed for a lot of my life, kind of subconsciously, and I'm really glad James Clear put such great words to it. But it's a principle here that applies to a lot more than a photography class, and I think it's the key towards growth and success in a lot of ways. It's interesting that the quantity group had the highest quality photos because they didn't really care about quality. They just went out and started taking photos, but as they took lots and lots of photos and got in lots of reps, they learned which photos turned out better, which ones didn't. And after they took 100 photos, they had higher quality photos. Now, the quality group, they were so fixated and focused on making one singular photo the best that they could, that they spent the whole semester theorizing, planning, studying books about photography, I'm guessing, and thinking about it, and not actually getting out and doing it. So when they got out to do it, it just wasn't as great. They didn't have experience, right? And so James Clear applies this to real life. Anything you want to learn, any skill you want to develop, anything you want to become great at, you're going to find quality as you go through quantity. So if you want to become a great basketball player, you're not just going to take a book off the shelf about basketball and theorize and plan and think about your moves or your drills or your plays or whatever. The only way to become great is to get out on the court, get to the gym, get out on the practice field, whatever sport you're doing, and get the reps in, play lots of games, hundreds of games, go to practice, and even if your first practice, your first game, you don't know anything because you didn't read books about it or don't know how to start, you're still going to become a higher quality basketball player by putting in the reps. Same principle applies to businesses. A lot of people, when they want to start a business, they just sit down and they start theorizing and planning and thinking about and waiting for the perfect business idea to come to them before they get their hands dirty, before they dive in and start acting on it. They want to plan out the perfect quality business, the best idea, and they never get started, or they do and it's a flunk. But the best principle for starting a business and entrepreneurship comes from a book that I've read called Nail It, Then Scale It. And the whole idea here is fail cheap, fail fast, but fail a lot of times. Try a lot of different things. If you're taking one business idea, do it a lot of different ways. See what works, go with it. And with the 100 businesses you attempt to start, just like the 100 photos you tried to take, one of those businesses will be higher quality than anything you could have come up with sitting down and theorizing before you jumped into it. So I've been trying to act on this with some of the businesses I'm starting, the skills I'm trying to develop, and the habits I'm doing. And that's kind of the reason why I'm going to take this YouTube channel right here, and I'm going to try to start posting every day. And I want to be able to, my end goal is just be an influence and empower other people and inspire other people to be able to accomplish their goals. It's going to keep me accountable for what I'm doing, what I'm building, the businesses I'm doing, and as well let me share that knowledge with other people who want to accomplish their goals. I'm not a very great YouTuber. I'm not great at editing videos. I'm not very good at talking or public speaking or anything like that. But I'm going to try this theory right here. I'm going to try post every day. I'm not going to be perfect at it, but I'm going to build this as a habit to post every single day. And this is also teaching the principle. We're going to see if it works. We're going to see if, as I post 100 videos that are probably going to be not the greatest, they might get 2 views, but after a while, I'm hoping that this principle will be true. So whatever it is you want to do, if you want to be a great runner, if you want to be, whatever your goal is, if you want to start a business, if you want to become a pastor, I don't know, whatever your goal is, try to apply this principle to it. Try to find the quality in the quantity. Don't wait for the perfect idea, just start now. Go fast, fail cheap, fail fast, fail a lot of times, and remember, winners lose more than losers ever will. Stay tuned for the next video tomorrow. I'm also going to probably just do this on YouTube for now. I don't really care. I kind of don't like the scrolling aspect of like Instagram or whatever other YouTube videos there are. I'm a horizontal video guy. If you want my content, come to YouTube. I might change that in the future, but this is what I'm doing. Alright, that's my thoughts.